Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kalayim La Yehoah, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Ha, Rekak Wadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, do rule and teach well. And, today I just looked up the word humility. We're not going to go through, all these. So I'm just going to go to, the first three. We can go into the first four. Right? So Proverbs 15:33, for the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. Right? Honor, kabawad. It's kabawad. Right? Honor, splendid, riches, glory. And before we receive those honors of the glory of the kingdom, right? You got to be anawah, right? You have humility, meekness, right? And I looked up the word. Clemency is gentleness and things like that. It's the same thing, kindness, right? But humility, I looked that up on Google, and it's like the Oxford definition. It pretty much means to have a low view of one's own importance, right? To not look at yourself like I'm the man. You know what I mean? That's what it means to be humble. To kind of what's an example of being humble? Meaning you're not acting like a know-it-all, or you're the best at everything. Like the opposite of humility is being proud. I don't really say proud. In the scriptures bring up proud in the negative sense. It means to be overly proud. There's nothing wrong with having esteem in yourself. You're supposed to have esteem in yourself. If you don't have esteem in yourself, then you're not going to bathe or take a shower or do anything, but overmuch, balance is the important thing. Scriptures talk about balance, right? Proverbs 18:12, before destruction the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. So once again, the same thing. So before destruction the heart of man is haughty. I look at this age right now, we're coming into a very dark age, a modern dark age. That is what Jacob's trouble is. It's going to be a dark age of technology, of us being out there, because we're not going to be out there. But it's going to be a dark age for everyone. It's going to be no food. It's going to be no water, no entertainment. No YouTube, fucking, no football, no basketball. I already said the food. There's gonna be no water, and as we move into this age, the people here are haughty. The word haughty is gaba, high, exalted, lofty, tall, to be lofty of Yahweh's ways. Good sense, to be haughty, be arrogant, to make high, exalt. That's this, be arrogant. In the bad sense. You're all proud and look at me, which is how a lot of these people in the world are. They're very, very proud people. I'll give it to the athletes of this world, the ones that make it pretty big. Typically, not all the time, but typically, what I notice, a lot of those guys are really humble. Well, at least they appear that way on when they do press interviews and press releases and whatever. So it does kind of talk about that another way. For honor, you have to receive honor, to be the best at what you do. You have to be humble. You have to be humble enough to listen to, even in a sports sense, or you have to be humble enough to listen to your coach and do what he tells you to do. If he says, okay, you need to eat this certain diet, you need to eat the diet, right? You need to not say, well, I know better than him. If he's teaching you, I don't know, I used to play rugby. So let's say, you're doing rugby, he's teaching you this is how you pass in this certain way, or this is how you perform the pass, you need to change your technique. You're like, oh, well, I don't want to. And then it's well, what the fuck? Eventually it's probably going to throw your ass out, no matter how good you are. But you got to be humble to, function as a whole in anything really. So by humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life, right? You gotta have that fear. And you people out here, you guys, these other camps, man, you don't fear the Lord enough, man. That fear of the Lord should be guiding you. If you feared the Lord, then you would reject all that stuff that the Spirit was really working on you. Then you would reject these IUIC guys telling you, you don't have to worry about the name. We wouldn't mess with these Sakari guys. Is Sakari still saying that you can have sex in the Sabbath? I believe they still talked about that. I know IOIC is about the Friday to Saturday sundown Sabbath. I don't think Sakari does that. I know Sakari has other problems. The toting the guns at camp, which is, we hold sticks at camp, and stuff like that. That's wicked. If you feared the Lord, you wouldn't do that, because you don't want to push out the wrong message. You don't want to, ruin the ministry and muddle the purpose and the intention of the Most High setting up our elders and apostles to be out there. You don't, by you carrying a gun, you're going against, what the elders and apostles, stand for, Well, they don't really care for them anyway, so it doesn't really apply to the other camps. But I'm just saying for us, I'm focusing on us, us in this, Great Millstone, or, teach the same thing. We don't, you don't want to go against the purpose, from what they did. And the scriptures talk about that too. The Lord said, apostles and elders over you, don't pretty much don't make them pray to the Lord about you, or don't make them, don't give them any cause against you, or else I will get at you. There's scriptures like that. These Apostle Paul was speaking about that in the spirit, but you can go look that one up. So maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, as a spirit. Maybe tomorrow at camp. Whether tomorrow or Sunday, I'll go into all that stuff. I don't really know when I'm in a camp this week. I could do either tomorrow or do Sunday. Maybe I will do tomorrow. So it's the proud hateth humility, sold off the rich, hate the poor, right? So it's the proud hateth humility, right? Prideful people, they hate it. They're not gonna be humble, right? So doth the rich, that poor the poor, right? The rich people hate the poor people, right? The rich of this world hate us, right? These rich Edomites, especially them, they hate us. They do everything in their power to make life inconvenient for us. Do everything in their power to make things inconvenient. They do. We know that. Well, they're gonna be more about this stuff, but they tried shaking us already with the MOTB and stuff like that. Not the MOTB, the vax, not the MOTB. But it's only gonna get worse. There's other stuff that they've done. They do to make us, teaching this ministry. Well, attempt to make this ministry, teach this ministry inconvenient. About YouTube and then their kind of stuff that they put out there. I think they still have this. I think there's a 3 videos a day video limit or something like that. They take our videos down all the time. That's all them elites, man. They're all in on it. Try to remove certain things and try to clip them where they can. But Lord has it to stay up, and eventually they are going to take the internet down anyway and delete all of our stuff, and you're never going to find it again, and you're not going to find no videos, no OGMS videos, the affiliate brothers, nothing. You're going to get a whole fistful of nothing. All right, so the one edify. I just want to go into those different scriptures on humility. The rest is kind of the same. I just want to read these 4 because I know Proverbs talks, Ecclesiastes talk a lot about humility. Not Ecclesiasticus, Book of Sirach, but I mainly want to read the Proverbs books about humility. So a little unedified, and I'll go ahead and try to find some stuff for camp. Um, we'll see. We'll see if tomorrow I'll run out there. I'll try to get there a little earlier than usual. Hopefully, dodge a lot of the crowds. Other one, fight, inshallah.